don't know much about much, but what I do know is that love is not meant to be ordinary. Love is supposed to be the most pure, raw, beautiful thing in this whole world. And so that is why you shouldn't settle. Nobody should ever settle. And I feel like nowadays it's almost been like a trend where people are settling. And I feel like I have to be the one to come on here and be like, you don't have to settle. Like, your dream man or girl is out there, but they cannot find you while you are not opening up space for them in your life with someone that you know is not supposed to be there, or somebody that mistreats you, or somebody that just doesn't respect you. Like, I'm sorry, but there's so many times where I'm like, I look at these couples and I'm like, your soulmate's not gonna treat you that way. And of course you accept it because you only accept the love that you think that you deserve. So if you feel like you deserve that, then of course you're gonna accept it and put a little bow on it and label it, oh, his best efforts or her best efforts. And I'm sorry, but that's simply not enough. Like, we have to just get a whole reality check as a society and know what we're worth, and just be willing to wait for it. Because I feel like nowadays there's so many couples out there, and I mostly see it in my job, couples that come in and they literally hate each other. They hate each other. And I'm like, you're doing yourself a dishonor by being with this person. You're better off being alone, to be honest with you. Like, and I've even told my sister, this is like my personal thoughts when it comes to this. I'm like, I would be okay with being alone forever if it meant that I don't have to pour my love into somebody that's not going to reciprocate it back, or that is ever going to value me or see me for who I am. I would rather be alone for the rest of my life, have a son or a daughter scientifically put in me, and then just be able to pour my love into something that I at least is mine forever. And I know for a fact that will maybe, because you know, nowadays I don't know, but that will maybe appreciate me when it grows up, of course, because I will be the best mom. But it's just crazy to me how, like, we have kind of normalized this mediocre version of love. Love is not meant to be ordinary, and the love that is being given out now is just, this is not. And again, it could be my own personal view on what is around me and what I have experienced, because I'm not coming on here to say, oh, you guys should leave your relationship, or you guys, no, that's not the case. I am coming on here to tell you guys that you shouldn't settle. So if there are times in your head where you're like, oh my God, I can do so much better, or oh my God, what am I doing here? What are you doing there? That's a very good question. Like, ask it again, please, because what are you doing there? I'm sorry, like, bare minimum, like, this is even friends. You should be respected in your relationship. I'm sorry. And if you're not even bare minimum being respected in your relationship, what are you doing? You're doing yourself a dishonor. You are literally mistreating yourself. Like, technically what you're saying is you hate yourself, and that's what you're willing to accept, and that's what you're worth. And I'm sorry, but that's not okay. And there are many things that we have to heal within ourselves so that we feel worthy of it, and so that we know that it's out there for us and that it is coming. And even if it doesn't, you have to be okay with that, and you have to know that it's not coming from a place of, I don't even have a word for it, but you're better off being alone than pouring everything into something or someone that is not reciprocating that back or making you feel completely fulfilled. And until that person comes, feel free to be alone. And I feel like we all have to go through this uncomfortable stage in life. At least this is where I am right now, where you're just really just alone and uncomfortable. And then, so it goes here, you're like comfortable, right? This is how it always goes in life and love and everything. So here you're comfortable, right? This is the easy, this is the, oh, we're flowing. Like, you know, like, I'm not really happy, but like, I have nothing to complain about. Like, there's somebody in my life, but like, you know, like, the way that I've always been able to distinguish is like, is this what real love should feel like, right? And the reason how I know what real love should feel like is because I am able to give that to myself, so I know what it's supposed to feel like and what it's supposed to feel like to receive it. And if I don't receive at bare minimum the love that I give myself, I'm just like, yeah, keep it, please keep it. I don't want it. Like, someone else will want it, it's not gonna be me. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, I remember. So this is you being comfortable right here. this is that little uncomfortable stage where you're like you're right in the middle of greatness, right? Because this is the next step. So this is greatness. This is you being like uncomfortable. Like it's gonna bother you. It's gonna bother you, especially being completely alone, just kind of putting your faith in God and the world. Like you're gonna be uncomfortable. But I mean, we're all gonna be uncomfortable at some point. We are all gonna be uncomfortable at some point. You just have to see if it's worth you being uncomfortable, because in this moment, so this is a sandwich. So this is you being comfortable, and this is the uncomfortable. I'm a visual learner, if you guys can see. So this is you being comfortable. So when you're in the middle, right, it's usually what happens, you're in the middle. So it's super easy for you to go, you know what? Yeah, I do like being comfortable, and I do like the bare minimum. And you know what? Yeah, that's what I think I'm worth. And the reason why is because it's easy, because it is easier to be with somebody who you're just comfortable with, and that's it. So of course, most of the time you're here, and instead of you going here, you go here. And then guess what? Something happens, an argument, a fight, something, a comment where you're like, what am I doing? You go back to here. You're alone, right? And so right here, when you're in this like unknown space of just like, oh, like I'm so uncomfortable, like nothing around me just seems familiar, like you literally just have to put all your faith in God. You have to put all your faith in God. And I think in this case, I do apply a little bit of stoicism, which to me, honestly, another word for stoicism is just like being pessimistic, right? Like this is the moment where you're like, you know what? If it works out, great, because that's what I'm working towards and that's what I'm manifesting. If it doesn't, I'll be fine. If it doesn't, I will totally be fine. And then instead of you looking for problems or just, oh my God, but it has to work out, I really want it to work out. Excuse me. If it's not meant to work out, it won't. And that's fine. And you have to trust that God knows best, and God will give you whatever he wants to give you in his time, and it's not on your time. And so until then, you have to continue trying. And then you also have to accept, this is where the stoicism part comes. I brought it up and I didn't even say anything about it. So this is where the stoicism part comes, where you have to be okay with the worst case scenario, right? So I'll give you an example. Like, okay, well, what if I'm in this uncomfortable era where I'm just working on myself, whatever, I'm not talking to anybody, and then they never come, right? The dream person that I was saving myself for and that I was expecting, they never come. Okay, that's fine. Didn't you just save yourselves months and years of misery, and just for what? For you to end up being happy at the end anyways? Like, you're better off without that hurt anyway. And yes, some are meant to be lessons, but those lessons will come no matter what. They will come no matter what. Whether it's in the form of a partner, whether it's in the form of a stranger, of somebody that you're meeting in the street, they will come. If you have to learn a lesson, it will come. So it's just a matter of us being in that uncomfortable stage and just being like, you know what? Yes, I do want to grow, and I am going to be a little bit more uncomfortable than it is to go back down to being comfortable, because I want to grow. And if it doesn't work out, I will be fine. Think of solutions, girl. It doesn't work out, get scientifically put, a baby in you, and then you'll be fine. To be honest, like you will be fine. I a million times would prefer and value somebody who knows their worth and knows what they expect from somebody and not accept anything less than somebody who just like lets people step all over them and accepts whatever is given to them. I'm sorry, yeah, there are people like that, but it can't be me, and it shouldn't be you either. Like, if you want an I'm talking about extraordinary type of love, right? Like the type that you find in movies. And I know it's out there, because just like I've seen the bad, I've seen the good. And these are literally just people that were willing to be uncomfortable with themselves. And throughout that time that you're alone, it's just, you have to work on yourself, and you have to think, okay, what would my ideal partner want in a partner? Your ideal partner would want somebody that's healed, somebody that can fulfill themselves, somebody that is happy themselves. And then you guys come together and you put together the happiness. It is not a codependency. It is not an anxious attachment. It is not a, oh my God, but if they don't tell me that I'm pretty, then I don't feel pretty. Or it's none of that. It's not jealousy. It's not, it's just, it's love. Love is the purest thing that we have in this whole world. And it's very sad, because I feel like nowadays it's just normalized to settle. I'd rather be alone for the rest of my life than settle. Like, that's crazy. Like, but to each their own. I also feel like it has a lot to do with how we were raised and stuff, you know, with our parents from back in the day and stuff. But my dad always raised me to kind of ask myself, well, if they have it, why can't I have it? Right? And so that's my mentality with everything, like everything in a good way. As in, like, well, if they can go to school, why can't I? I don't want to go to school, but I'm saying another example. Oh, well, if they found their true soulmate and the love of their life, I mean, as far as we're aware, right? Because, you know, people, of course, everybody has fights. I'm not saying that nobody has fights, but they found their perfect, ideal soulmate and their partner. Why can't I have it? Why don't I deserve it? Why do they deserve it and I don't deserve it? Like, am I any less of a person, or am I any less deserve? Was my stove on this whole time? No, I don't think so. Or am I any less deserving than they are to live a happy and fulfilled life? No, I don't think so, to be honest. I mean, I don't want to think so, because the moment that I think so is the moment that I'll be okay with it. And I'm not going to be okay with it. Let me look at my notes. I just took 3 notes before I started recording this video. So, okay. Yes, I think I already mentioned that we accept the love that we think we deserve. And then the day that you settle is the day that you say that you're not worth it. I'm sorry. The day that you settle, that you're like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I feel like my face is a little itchy. Where's my powder? Not even I feel like the day that you settle is the day. I just started doing my powder. Okay, sorry. Although, does look nice. Okay. Excuse me. You have to know your worth. And you have to be okay with being alone. And this also is from me to me, because I am definitely going to watch back this video and be like, yeah, girl, you knew who you were in that moment. So like, yeah, let's stick to that. Because if you want something, you can't accept anything less than, because that's what the universe is going to give you. If you accept anything that is less than, that is continuously what is going to come in your life, because that's what you're accepting. That's what you're telling the universe, you know what? Yeah, I'm okay with this. You will reach everything that you want in your life. When you say no, oh my God. What, like, how does that, like, anyways, you will reach everything that you want in your life, and you will get everything that you want in your life when you don't accept anything less. And I know, because I have lived that proof. I know it for a fact. With money, with personal, with family, like, it's literally anything that you allow and accept, that is continuously what will come. And if you set boundaries, and if you know what you're worth, and if you don't accept anything less, that is exactly what will come. It's the laws of the universe. I wish I knew the actual laws so you guys can Google them, but I mean, oh my God, I'm so itchy. I literally cannot, like, and I don't even know who has like a cat or a dog next door or something, but there's always hair in my apartment, and my son is not even here, so it's not Teddy. Like, I mean, I just put a new air filter, guys. Like, this is honestly outrageous. But don't settle, please. You're way too pretty or handsome to settle. We should never settle, and we shouldn't normalize that for our kids. Like, I am sorry, I will say it over and over again. If you're not gonna teach something to your kids, then you have to unlearn it yourself. So unlearn it. It has to stop with you. And then imagine if your daughter or your son walks home and you're just looking at them bond, and you're like, yeah, you could have done better. How is that gonna feel as a parent? It's gonna feel like, damn, I failed. Like, my kid really doesn't know their worth, and they think like this is actually worthy of their time, which is the most valuable thing they have. No, that is a disrespect to yourself. So please, don't settle. Don't settle. Like, I'm sorry. And think of, oh my God, I'm gonna stop this video because I have to wash my face, but, and think of the worst case scenario. It's not really all that bad. And God has it all planned out for you. If the worst case scenario happens, that was what was supposed to happen, and it's the best case scenario, and it's what had to happen so that your soul grows and elevates, and that you learn your lesson, and then you're able to, you know, move on to the next realm, and then just be a little bit better next time. That's just the truth of it. But then again, I am a little spiritual and a little deep into those things, as in my beliefs. So yeah, but this is just my opinion and my point of view. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope it kind of made sense. I kind of went all over the place, but this is a good video. From me to me. This is definitely a from me to me video. And from me to you. I love you. Thank you for watching.